Before we get into this massive Dodgers update, do me a quick favor and smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss any breaking LA Dodgers news. I post exclusive updates fast, and you don't want to be late on this one because what we're talking about today could completely change the future of this team. Right now, there's a storm building around the Los Angeles Dodgers, and it's not just another rumor mill story. According to multiple internal reports and league whispers, more moves are imminent, and they are not small moves. These are massive, franchise-altering decisions that could reshape this roster in a way we haven't seen in years. The Dodgers are not sitting still. They are hunting. They are planning. And the front office is reportedly in constant communication with multiple teams about potential trades, last-minute deals, and surprise roster adjustments that fans are not ready for. The biggest part of this report focuses on one clear message coming out of the Dodgers front office: they are not satisfied. Even with a star-studded lineup, even with elite talent on both sides of the ball, the organization feels like they are still one or two major pieces away from becoming completely untouchable. This mindset alone should tell you everything. A team this loaded, still hungry enough to take risks, still aggressive enough to shake things up, that's when things get dangerous for the rest of the league. Insiders are saying the Dodgers' priority right now is pitching, and not just any pitching, but high-impact, playoff-tested arms. They want guys who won't fold under October pressure, guys who can shut down elite offenses when everything is on the line. That means they're looking at big names, and yes, that also means they're willing to move valuable prospects or even major league talent if that's what it takes to get a frontline starter or a lockdown bullpen weapon. What makes this even crazier is that the Dodgers aren't just focused on one area. Reports say they're also monitoring the market for an impact right-handed bat. A bat that can change games with one swing. A bat that forces opposing managers to completely alter their bullpen strategy late in games. Imagine the Dodgers' already deep lineup getting even scarier. That's what's being discussed behind closed doors right now. The timeline for all of this is also shocking. This isn't a next season type of plan. The report suggests the Dodgers want action soon. They don't want to wait. They don't want to risk wasting any part of this competitive window. They see an opportunity right now, and they're preparing to strike when the timing is perfect. Now let's talk about what this means for the current roster. Sources close to the situation say that no one is completely untouchable. Let that sink in. Not saying everyone will be traded, but the mindset is that if the right deal appears, they're willing to have uncomfortable conversations. That's how serious they are about winning. They're not operating emotionally. They're operating strategically. There's also a lot of tension around the pitching staff. It's not panic, but it's urgency. The Dodgers want more depth, more reliability, and more dominance. They've studied playoff losses, they've analyzed late-game collapses, and they've traced the biggest problems back to pitching inconsistencies in crucial moments. That's why this current push feels different. It feels more desperate. It feels more ruthless. Fans have been noticing unusual behavior too. Reporters have seen Dodgers scouts at unexpected games. Executives making quiet visits to other stadiums. Conversations that look casual on the surface but are clearly calculated. When you see that, you know something big is brewing. At the same time, the Dodgers are also protecting their future. That's the really impressive part. They're not just throwing away top prospects blindly. They're carefully evaluating who is truly untouchable and who can be moved to maximize both short-term and long-term success. That balancing act is what separates smart contenders from desperate franchises. Another angle of this report suggests that the Dodgers are preparing for surprises coming from other teams. They know rival clubs are desperate too. They know other teams will overpay, will panic, will make emotional deals. The Dodgers want to be ready to either outmaneuver them or take advantage of their mistakes. That's next-level front office thinking. Now imagine how this affects the clubhouse. When players hear that more moves are imminent, it creates pressure. It lights a fire. Some guys play with more urgency. Some feel the heat. And that internal competition can actually make the team stronger. Everyone is trying to prove they belong. Everyone is trying to avoid being the piece that gets replaced. The fans are also split right now. Some want the team to take huge risks. Some are afraid of losing homegrown talent. But one thing is clear, nobody is bored. This is the kind of situation that keeps the fanbase locked in, refreshing feeds, waiting for breaking alerts, and watching every rumor like it's a movie trailer. Let's be real for a second. This kind of imminent moves report doesn't come out unless there's real fire behind the smoke. Front offices don't like leaks. They don't like speculation. But when this type of narrative builds, it usually means that conversations are real and decisions are being prepared. We're talking about framework deals, serious discussions, and contingency plans already in place. There's even talk that the Dodgers are ready to absorb big contracts if it means landing a true difference maker. That's huge. Not every team is willing to do that. It shows confidence from ownership. It shows belief in the roster. And it shows they are in full championship or bust mode. What makes this moment so fascinating is how unpredictable it is. You could wake up tomorrow and see a blockbuster headline. A trade nobody saw coming. A signing that breaks social media. Or a prospect moving in a deal that changes the balance of power in the league. That's the energy around the Dodgers right now. And if you're a Dodgers fan, this is both exciting and terrifying. Exciting because the team is swinging for the fences. Terrifying because big swings come with big consequences. But that's what champions do. They don't sit back and protect what they have. They chase what they don't have aggressively. Let me tell you, the league is watching this closely. Other front offices are nervous. They know when the Dodgers start moving like this, they can dominate the market. They can shift prices. They can force reactions. One big Dodgers move could create a domino effect across the entire league. The report also mentions that internal evaluations are happening daily. Coaches, analysts, and scouts are constantly feeding data to the front office. This isn't guesswork. This is calculated planning powered by numbers, video breakdowns, and deep scouting reports. Everything is being measured. You can almost feel the countdown. The silence before the storm. The calm before chaos. That's where we are right now. And history tells us that when the Dodgers go quiet and work behind the scenes like this, something major usually follows. So what should you expect as a fan? Expect unpredictability. Expect drama. Expect sudden notifications. Expect faces you didn't think would leave. And maybe just maybe expect stars you never thought would wear Dodger blue. This team isn't done. This story isn't finished. And according to this report, the biggest move might not even be the first one. Multiple moves could be lined up. A chain reaction of deals that turn this roster into something almost unfair. That's why this update is so massive. It's not just one trade. It's not just one rumor. It's a clear signal that the Dodgers are aggressively shaping the future, and they're doing it right now. If you love Dodgers baseball, you need to stay locked in. You need to stay ready. Because the next headline could drop at any time, and when it does, it could shake the league. And if you want to stay ahead of everyone else when that happens, make sure you're subscribed right here. Turn on notifications so you're the first to know when the breaking news hits. Because the Dodgers aren't done and the biggest moves are still coming.